Hi everyone, this is your friend Spellbound. So I'm going to do a short reading today, and this is for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and this is going to be from today, March 15th, until the following week, March 22nd. So what we have is Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands, Ace of Swords in this top row. So I get the feeling that for some of you, love is on your mind. If love is not on your mind, you may have ended a chapter with a person or you're contemplating it. And it's kind of like you're hoping and wishing for something a little bit better, a little bit more joyous, or you're hoping and wishing for love. For some of you, because I feel there's someone here who works from at home, for some of you, you kind of want like a happier dynamic as far as that is concerned, because you're like a little bit bored and stuff like that with what's going on. So top row, if we're going to say this is love, top row, this is something I think that you're feeling or you're wanting, but you're not getting it. Especially with like this Ace of Swords here, I think you're seeing things clearly now and you're kind of seeing what you're not getting. So it's either you're going to end that cycle, or it's a different chapter, new cycle is going to begin for you. With the Seven of Pentacles, this Hermit, Judgment, Four of Pentacles, and Temperance. For you, you're viewing your person as, I want to say that they're holding back emotionally between the Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit. This is a person that's kind of like withdrawn. So as far as like your hopes and your wishes and stuff like that, it's not manifesting or blossoming as quickly as you would like it. So the thing about this is, I guess if you had to offer advice to your person, would be to kind of put a stop to, or you want to stop the direction it's going in. Okay, there's like stagnancy, Four of Pentacles, people holding back. With the Hermit, it's like, a selfish vibe. This Temperance is when things need to flow, things need to be in balance, but someone also has to get up and get it done, get that work done. So I think from where you're sitting, it's like the situation needs more loving it, but the love is not flowing. If you're dealing with if you're dealing with a fire sign, this person could be a bit controlling, or they might be the one in control of the relationship. On one hand, I could tell you with this Emperor, Page of Wands, Seven of Swords, Tower, Four of Swords. On one hand, I could tell you for the most part, the sex is really good. Not that we really want to go that far, but with like Ten of Swords, the Tower, that's usually, for me, that combination is like that mind-blowing thing. So you might have a person that, well, this could be the masculine energy. They're dominant, but they're more of a sexual person. Okay, you're not complaining about the sex, you like it, but you might need a little bit more emotion. That's what you want. So you guys are at odds with that. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups, High Priestess. So the way we can read this again, like the Five of Swords, this is a person that like they like victory, they like to overcome, they like to win. So on one hand, we could say this person, again, they're more physical, they're more amorous, it's more about the sex, not the love. And you, I would say you're kind of like over it, but you haven't said anything yet. So you're kind of like bored with what you get as far as this other person, kind of like a one-trick pony. They just, come over and that's what they want to give you. You guys talk on the phone, that's all you guys talk about, stuff like that. And you need a whole lot more from this person. So what I will tell you, because I pulled two clarifiers, this is a person that like they stress over it. So if this is you, you haven't spoken up yet and said your piece that, this isn't working for me, you're thinking about it, you don't know what to say. You're probably up at night, you're unfulfilled or whatever. The King of Swords, one thing about him is that he's a cold person. So even if you're not dealing with a fire sign, could be an air sign, could be any sign. So in dealing with this King of Swords, one of the reasons why you're not satisfied, again, is the King of Swords is not an emotional person. You know, he's fair, he's balanced, he's logical, he could be cold, but you're not going to get that much emotions from him. If this is not love, then again, I was saying in the beginning, some of you may work from at home and you do a good job. You get the job done. The Five of Swords is victory by any means necessary. Ace of Pentacles is, you know, new opportunities, stabilities, all that good stuff. You work from at home possibly, or your job is stable. You've been with that career for some time, a length of time, and for you, you're bored. Like you're contemplating giving up, because with like the Seven of Pentacles here, you're probably not seeing promotions. You may be getting passed over from it. Like the bosses, they don't discuss raises or anything like that. You kind of want to call it quits, but again, you know, you're not saying anything. You're holding on to your feelings in the matter. Same thing down here. You're kind of like bored and over it, and you're not saying anything about it. You're just keeping these things to yourself. Might be stressing you a little bit. You could be looking for another job or something like that, and because you know your qualifications, you have your knowledge, your work experience, your degrees and all that good stuff. So it's, you know, kind of like fear of the unknown, especially now with this market, job market or whatever. So I think that's pretty much it. So if this is a love relationship for you, you're at that point where you need more emotions. Everything is probably a little too physical for you. Or even if you are okay with whichever direction your relationship is going to, you might have a work situation where you're not 100% satisfied at work. You may not be able to talk to your partner about it because they might not be that shoulder to lean on that you need. So for the most part, Capricorn, for the most part, what would the advice be? Because that's what I don't see. I don't see any action, like you're going to do anything. I see a lot of holding back. What I also see is we have all four fours on board. Fours are ruled by the Emperor. He's here. So if we had to use him as an advice card, he is a person that gets up and gets it done. I don't want to call him a tyrant, a dictator, but he's a leader. So if I had to give you advice just based off the Emperor card, it would be to, yeah, take the lead. So it's either you take the lead in your personal life and, you know, talk to your counterpart about how you're feeling and start asking those questions, well, where are we going? Or you take the lead as far as looking for work. Bottom of the deck, the Nine of Pentacles. So I mean, you're stable either way. This is a person that's good. So if you and your partner, well, I'm not gonna say if you and your partner are gonna split up or anything like that, but I think you're solid enough to talk to your counterpart about it. Page of Swords, communication. I just pulled this randomly out the deck. Solid enough to talk to your partner about it, and if you're going to switch careers, you are also solid. This is just food for thought. There's not enough advice here. I'm not going to go that far, but let me know how it resonates.